dự án khám phá 63 tỉnh, thành phố của Việt Nam. Yêu Việt Nam qua các câu chuyện kể do cô Lan kết nối và các cộng sự thực hiện.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you a short introduction about Vietnam. Vietnam has a large population, colorful people, and vast land. Vietnam lands cover 1.3 million square kilometers. There are so many languages spoken in Vietnam. Vietnamese people love learning all kinds of things and are crazy about learning English. The future looks bright for Vietnam. Let's conquer English to show our love for our motherland. Thank you for listening. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Vũ Thị Thanh Loan. I live in Nha Trang City, a beautiful city. I have many wishes. I wish people all around the world would love each other more. I wish people would stop wasting energy. I wish people would be less selfish. I wish people would share happy feelings more freely and not keep their emotions shut up inside. I wish that people could find cures for cancer and AIDS. In short, I wish that the world would be a better place. Thank you for letting me share all my wishes with you and with my project, Love Vietnam by Stories. I invite you to visit my beautiful country, especially my city, Nha Trang City. Today, we will visit Thai Binh Province. The province is located in the western north of Vietnam. Let's go!
The friends began to talk excitedly. The class was as noisy as a broken market, making her feel crazy, and said, "You guys, keep quiet, please. I'll listen to all opinions of each of you. The whole class doesn't need to make my ears deaf like that." The class heard her say so and replied, "I'm so sorry, miss. We'll make the talking sound lower." She smiled and said, "Good job. So now, which province do you guys choose? Each of you stand up and says please." Someone chooses Lan Son Province, someone else chooses Lao Cai Province, etc. Each of you chose a different province, so she did not know which province to choose. She looked down and saw that Tu Hung was the only one who had been silent for a while. She asked Tu Hung, what about you? Which province do you want to choose?" Tu Hung listened to her question, then thought for a moment, and then answered, I want you to tell me about your favorite province." Suddenly, the whole class shouted, "Yeah, miss, you talk about your favorite province, miss." After hearing that, the teacher immediately agreed. "Okay, I'll tell you about my favorite province. That is Thai Binh Province. This is where I was born and grown." "Yeah," the whole class cheered up. Then the teacher told about Thai Binh Province from geographical features, lands to the ethnic groups living here, and an interesting story about Mrs. Le Guido, the great scientist of Vietnam. You sit down and listen passionately without missing any details. After that lesson, Tu Hung reminded about that lesson, so she decided to study more about Thai Binh Province. She searched on the internet and read past on Wikipedia. According to research, Thai Binh Province is a coastal province of Hồng River Delta, covering an area about 1,542 kilometers squared and 120 kilometers southeast of Hanoi Center and 80 kilometers from Hải Phòng City. Thái Bình has one city and 7 districts with a population of over 1.8 million people, ranking 11th in Vietnam in the top of the population. Thanks to good natural conditions, Thái Bình has a tropical monsoon climate, a very developed wet rice agriculture, and a great potential for industrial development. Thái Bình is also known as quell hương Nam Tan. The topographic of Thái Bình is quite flat and the climate is favorable. So for a long time, Thái Binh has many ethnic minorities living here, such as Kinh, Thai, Mường, Hoa, etc., with a lot of different customs, making this place has a diverse culture. This place was Trần Lãm's hometown. One of the people who helped Đinh Bộ Lĩnh to quell the Mahai Suwon. When searching deeper, Tu Hung more loves this province. Tu Hung thought, I will return to visit my hometown time to time, to visit the origin of the place where both of my parents were born. At the end of the school year, Tu Hung's grades were very good, so her parents decided to reward Tu Hung with a trip to Thai Binh to visit her relatives and visit the scenic spots in her hometown. Tu Hung is very happy and her heart is happy, recovering, looking forward to the day of the departure to fulfill her wishes. Before the day of departure, Tu Hung carefully prepared everything because Tu Hung wanted to move here without any problems. That night, Tu Hung could not sleep. She was hungover, eagerly waiting for tomorrow. The next morning, Tu Hung got up very early, checked her luggage to see if there was anything missing, and then eagerly set off. On the plane, Tu Hung remembered the verses of the poet Quan Văn.
Về đây đất mẹ hồng minh, nông thôn đổi mới, Thái Bình dân an. Đồng xanh thẳng cánh bạc ngàn, dân giàu nước mạnh, xóa tan đói nghèo. Sân đình giếng nước trong veo, cây đa cây gạo vẫn trèo ngày xưa.
Tu Hung sees that Thái Binh has now changed, more beautiful than what she heard her parents told before, and seen through pictures that her parents showed her since childhood. Yellow rice fields, grazing buffaloes, and farmers working hard in the fields. The images are idyllic, but strangely beautiful, something that Tu Hung can never see in the city. First, Tu Hung went to the pagoda Tan Quang Tu in Vu Tu district, Thái Binh. This is an ancient temple of Vietnam with 400-year-old architecture, recognized as a national intangible heritage. In addition to worshipping Buddha, Keo Pagoda also worships Saint Dung Khom Lo, a Zen master of Li dynasty, and those who have contributed to the construction of the pagoda. Here there are detailed and elaborate carvings of dragons, phoenixes, fishes, etc. It has many precious heritages, such as statues sculpted from centuries before, bronze bells. Tu Hung's favorite is the temple grounds because it is extremely spacious and ventilated. The pagoda has 3 large lakes planted with a lot of blooming lotus flowers, spreading their wings on the water, looking very beautiful and fragrant. Here, Tu Hung's has a feelings of relaxation and peaceful. According to the list of famous places that Tu Hung learned earlier, the first is Hung Ha District, one of 7 districts at Thai Binh Province and where the Tien Hung River is located. This is a natural river which has flowed for thousands of years in the direction of northwest-southeast. Next, Tu Hung visited the tomb of Le Huy Do. Some information about him. Le Huy Do was born on August 2nd, 1726 and died on June 11th, 1784. He was an official in the reign of King Le Trung Hung and was known as the great scientist of Vietnam in the feudal period. His hometown was in Dien Ha Village, Dien Ha District, Son Nam Town, now Dong Phu Village in Dop Lap Commune, Hung Ha District, Thái Binh Province. He left behind many famous works such as Dai Viet Thum History, Tuan Viet Di Look, Phu Bien Dup Look, etc. When he died, his grave was located in his hometown. He is Thái Binh Province. She lit an incense stick and knelt down to express her gratitude to him and his dedication to Vietnam. There have been many anecdotes about Mr. Le Huy Do, from how he was born to how he passed in glory, how arrogant and self-righteous he was. Thereby he understood the saying, a high man must have a high man's rule, and corrected himself, becoming a prominent scientist famous to this day. These fascinating stories have a side story on YouTube, Miss Long, connecting about the Love Vietnam project. Through stories you can see more. Then Tu Hung went to Nguyen Village, also known as Nguyen Gia Village, and enjoyed the famous cake there. As far as Tu Hung knows and learns more, Ban Gai is a type of cake made from many traditional ingredients, such as sticky rice with yellow flowers, a kind of round, flexible, fragrant rice, which is a sticky variety, a famous tradition in the northern Delta and Midland provinces, mixing guk fruit, peanuts, caviar, etc. to blend together and must go through many stages to create a delicious cake. Forever never forget. When she saw the cake at first was colorful and rectangular, Tu Hung thought it was hard, but when she took a bite into it, her mouth, the cake was soft, with a light sweetness. The scent of glutinous rice and pure yellow flowers blended with the pure yellow flowers, adding the greasy taste of pork fat the spicy taste of ginger, bringing the strange and unique flavor of the banh day. You can also hear from Miss Long, one of the skilled bakers in the village, that the cake has such a name because in the past, Mrs. Nguyen Thi Thung, the sixth daughter of the Nguyen Gum family, the village, Nguyen Za created a kind of 5-spice cake to offer to the king. The king ate well, and when asked, she found out that Mrs. Gin named it 5-spice cake. However, the king saw that the cake has the same color as gai eggs, so he named it gai cake. Since then, on the occasion of that, the village offered ban gai to the king, and the profession of making gai cakes has been developed until now. Tu Hung loves it. You eat it really well and buy it as a gift for your parents, neighbors, and friends. In addition, Tu Hung also went to other famous tourist areas such as Gonvan, Gondan, and many other places that Tu Hung cannot remember the name of. Tu Hung's return visit to her hometown ended after 2 weeks of exploring many beautiful places, enjoying local specialties of her homeland, and bringing back a lot of souvenirs for relatives and friends. Returning home, Tu Hung reminisced about the wonderful trip to her homeland combined with travel, an interesting trip that left many indescribable emotions. When she learned that the story of Thai Bin's natural heroes and visited the beautiful scenery and majestic constructions here, Tu Hung's heart overflowed with a passionate love that she had never felt before, so clear. Above all, Tu Hung is proud of being a child of her homeland, Thai Bin, and promises herself to do something to be worthy of her homeland and country. The story ends here. Hope you enjoyed the story about Thai Binh Province, the homeland of 5 tons. See you all at the next location in the Love Vietnam project through stories made by Mrs. Go Long Connect and her associates.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will have a very nice time here in Vietnam. There are many beautiful views, countless historical sites, and a variety of delicious foods for you to enjoy. Vietnam is a great place to do business. Vietnam is a wonderful place for a vacation. I hope you will fall in love with Vietnam. I believe Vietnam is a fantastic place to visit and a marvelous place to live. If there is anything I can do for you, please let me know. I hope you will visit Vietnam again and again. Our story is ending. See you in next province. I hope you will love people and country Vietnam. Bye bye.